Namaste children. Today we are going to discuss representation of real numbers on the number line. So real numbers includes both rational numbers and irrational numbers. So in the previous class we studied how to represent rational numbers on the number line, which are in the P by Q form, and representation of irrational numbers on the number line. So in this class we are going to discuss representation of real numbers, especially rational numbers, which are in the decimal form. So again here we have two cases are there: terminating decimals and non-terminating recurring decimals. How do we represent terminating decimals on the number line, and how do we represent non-terminating decimals on the number line? As we have studied in the previous class that there are infinite number of rational numbers between any two rational numbers. So using that concept, we will represent the terminating and non-terminating recurring decimals on the number line with an example. So example, visualize the representation of 2.665 on the number line. It is a terminating decimal. 2.665 on the number line. So here what? First of all, the given number lies between which two numbers, which two rational numbers, or which two natural numbers we have to identify, which two integers or which two whole numbers. Yes, so 2.665 is more than 2 and less than 3. So it lies between 2 and 3. It lies between why? 2 and 3. So here we use magnifying glass. That's why this is called successive magnification, because very small numbers, that is numbers will be there between the space between the two numbers what we are using on the number line. That space will be divided into 10 equal parts. It will be divided into 100 equal parts to represent the second digit in the decimal part. Or after representing the first decimal number, then we can represent the second decimal by dividing the space between them into 10 equal parts, and we can represent them. And similarly, we can represent the third digit also on the number line. So that method is known as successive magnification. Successive magnification. Yes. Now the first step it is we have to represent 2 and 3 on the number line. Yes, this is 2 and 3. Yes, 2 and 3. So as this number 2.665 is less than 3 and greater than 2. That is, it lies between 2 and 3. So now the space between 2 and 3, divide it into 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Here 2 in the sense what it is? 2.0. 3 in the sense is 3.0. Now the first line will become what? 2.1. Then this is 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, then 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, then 3.0, that is 3. Now take the first digit after decimal point. What we have 6 is the 2.6. So 2.66, second digit, where it lies between the 2.66, it lies between 2.6 and 2.7. That is, this number is more than 2.6 and less than 2.7. So 2.665 is less than 2.7 and more than 2.6. It is more than 2.6. Now this number lies between which two numbers? 2.6 and 2.7. Divide this space between 2.6 and 2.7 into 10 equal parts to locate the second digit after decimal point. So now take this. So you divide this space into 10 equal parts. So the first number it is 2.6. On this side here will be 2.7. So this is, yes, you join here, continuation. Yes, like this. Now this space you divide into 10 equal parts. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 equal parts. 2.6 means it is what? 2.60. 2.6 means it is 2.60. 2.7 means it is 2.70. 2.70. Now the next first line will become what it is after 2.60, it will become 2.61. Second line 2.62, 2.63, 2.64, 2.65, 2.66, 2.67, 2.68 and 2.69. So next what is the number it is? 2.665. Second digit is 6. 2.66. Yes, we have here it is 2.66. The third is again 5 is there. So definitely it will be more than 2.66 and less than 2.67. 2.67. So that number lies in between the following. What I mean to say number line. So let the last number is 2.66. This will be 2.67, 2.67, 2.66 and 2.67, that is 2.665 is less than 2.67 and more than 2.666. 666. So here 2.66 means what it is? 2.660. This is 2.67 means 2.670. Yes. Now the space between these two, between the 2.66 and 2.67, you divide into 10 equal parts. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you take a little bigger so that we can represent any here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So this is 2.660. Then this number will become 2.661. This is 2.662, 2.663, 2.664, 2.664. Then 2.665. This is 2.666, 2.667, 2.668 and 2.669, then 2.670. 670. Now where you have to locate 2.665? Where it is? Yes, this point will give you what? 2.65. 2.65. So join this to here. This should be joined to the last point like this. So like this we can represent the rational numbers which are in the decimal form, that is decimal expansion, or that is terminating decimals. So this method is known as successive magnification. Successive magnification. Have you understand, children, how to represent the real numbers whose decimal expansion is known to us? Using this method is successive magnification. Now we will discuss one question which is in the form of non-terminating recurring decimal. Non-terminating recurring decimal. Yes. Now we will discuss non-terminating recurring decimal. How do we represent it on the number line? Example 11. Visualize the representation of 5.37 bar. Bar is there for 7. It means 5.37777 and so on the number line up to 5 decimal places. It means after decimal point 5 digits should be there. That is up to 5.3777. 5.37777. So 5 places are there. This number we have to represent on the number line. So to represent that, first we have to identify number on the number line. Yes, this is more than 5 and less than 6. So first step, represent what it is, a number line with which lies between 5 and 6. Yes, this is 5 and it is 6. So this number is greater than 5. Which one? 5.3777 and 7 and less than 6. It is greater than 5 and less than 6. Now the space between 5 and 6 is divided into 10 equal parts to locate the first digit, decimal point 5.3, to locate 5.3. So divide this into 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So here 5 in the sense what it is? 5.0. 6 means it is 6.0. 6.0. Now immediately after 5.0 the first line it is 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6, 5.7, 5.8 and this is 5.9. The last one is 6.0, 5.3. So that is second digit is 3 is there, 5.3. So here we have 5.3 and then next it is 5.4. It means this number will be more than 5.3 and less than what? 5.4. It is less than 5.4. So that number lies between 5.3 and 5.4. Now you divide the space between 5.3 and 5.4, which is smaller, into 10 equal parts. Then you locate those numbers on the number line. Yes. The second step it is divide the space between 5.3 and 5.4 into 10 equal parts. Yes, this is 5.3 and it is 5.4. 5.3 in the sense what it is? 5.30. 5.30. 5.4 means it is 5.40. 5.40. Next to locate the second digit, that is 7. 5.37. So you divide this space into 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and it is 9. So it is 9. So little you take a bigger space, more space, as we have space is there 1 and it is 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Approximately you have taken the spaces like this. Yes. Like this you take. Yes. Yes, now. So this is 5.30. This point is 5.30. Now this point will be 5.31. This one will be 5.32. And it is 5.33. Second digit we are representing. Then 5.34, 5.35, 5.36, 5.37, 5.38. You take this as 5.38 and this will be 5.39, then 5.40. 5.40. Now you see this number 5.37. 5.37. Yes, this is the place 5.37. 37. And next 5.37 again we have third digit is 7. So that lies between 5.37 and 5.38. So this space is divided into 10 equal parts. Yes. So which space it is? 5.37. Let this is 5.37 and this is 5.38. 5.38. Now let's take this as 5.37 and this is 5.38. So where do we get this? 5.37 is less than 5.3777 and is more than 5.3777 is less than 5.38. 38. Now you divide this space into 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So 5.37 means it is 5.370. 5.37, the third digit will be there. Now it will become 5.371, 5.372, 5.373, 5.374, 5.375, 5.376, 5.377, 5.378, 5.379 and 5.380. Now what it is? See this number 5.377 3 digits. 5.37 2 digits. That is 5.377. 5.377 we got. So that number and 5.378. So this number will lie in between 5.377 and 5.378. So next step it is 5.377 point is less than 5.3777 is less than 5.378. 378. It is less than 5.378. So now what we have to do? Next step we have to divide the space between 5.377 and 5.378 into 10 equal parts. That is 5.377 and this is 5.378. Yes, this is the space and this is like this. You have to divide into 10 equal parts. Let this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So now 5.377 means it is 5.3770. Fourth digit will come across now this 0. So this will become 5.3771, 5.3772, 5.3773, 5.3774, 5.3775, then 5.3776, 5.3777, 5.3778, 5.3779, then 5.3780. So now the fourth digit we got here is this number 5.3777. Yes, 5.3777. Next we have one more digit 7 is there. So that lies between 5.377 and 5.3778. So now this space should be divided into 10 equal parts to look at the given number. Yes, draw one more number line. Yes, draw one more number line and you represent this line as 5.3777 and this is, so what it will be is 5.3778. So 5.3777 means it is 5.3770. So the fifth digit came. Now you divide the space into 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So now this number will become what? 5.37771. This is 5.37772 and this is 5.37773 and this is 5.37774. Then this point will be 5.37775. This is 5.37776, 5.37777. then 5.37778, 5.37779, 5.377, it is 80. 8 means 8.0 for the result. Now what is the number which you have to represent? Yes, the number 5.3777. Yes, this point will give you on the number line as 5.3777. So like this we will represent non-terminating decimals on the number line, and this method is known as successive magnification. So again this is yes, what it is? It should be the number is more than 5.3777. Last step 5.3777 and 5.3777, 5.3778. Like this we will represent the non-terminating decimals on the number line. So we have covered representing rational numbers, irrational numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. So this is method is known as successive magnification. Clear children? Yes.